students! For today's Read Aloud in honor of the month of October, in honor of getting closer to the holiday Halloween, we are going to be reading The Skeleton Inside You by Philip Banstringo, illustrated by True Kelly. So it looks like it's going to be about a girl and a skeleton, and it looks like the mirror, and it looks like they're looking at inside a mirror, kind of. So I can't wait to see what this book is going to be about. The Skeleton Inside You. Okay, and here is the skeleton inside you, and then looks like a tap dancing skeleton. Do you guys like to dance? Tap dance? On Halloween, I wore a skeleton costume. I used to think skeletons were made up just to scare people. Now I know that skeletons are real. Oh, so now they know they are real. They're not imaginary, they're real, not make-believe. They are not scary. I would not be me without a skeleton. You would not be you. So we are the skeletons because inside of our bodies we have bones and we look like this. So in a way we are the skeletons. Skeletons are made up of many bones. Bones give you a shape. A ball of clay has no bones inside it. You can make a ball of soft clay into any shape you want. You can make it into a little figure, then you can smash the figure and roll it into a mustache or a snake. But nothing can change your shape because you have a skeleton inside you. Interesting. So we're not made of Play-Doh. Since our skeletons are hard to take shape, we cannot control the shape of them. So we look like the shape of this. A plain wooden chair is like a skeleton without any covering. When the chair is covered with stuffing and cloth, it is like a skeleton covered with muscles and skin. But your skeleton is different. It is made up of bones. So, like, they show this picture, like, this is kind of like what we look like, what we see ourselves in the mirror. But inside this chair is kind of like a skeleton. So we can't see it, but this is our bones are made out of. Your skeleton is made up of 206 bones. Now that is a lot. There are 64 bones just in your 2 hands and arms. Wow, that's a lot. Some of your bones are big, others are small, some bones are flat, others are round. Look how many bones we have. That's a lot. 206 bones and 64 bones in our arms and hands. That's a lot. And then in this photo, it shows you a photo of a hand. Bones are hard. They give your body shape. Your ears and nose have something called a cartilage in them to give them shape. Cartilage is softer than a bone, and so it can be bent. When the barber folds your ear to cut your hair, your ear does not break off. That's because the soft cartilage in your ear. Oh, so this part right here, this is cartilage. It's not a bone, so this is why it's kind of floppy, because there's not any bones in this area in your ear. Once I pushed my nose flat against the bakery window to look at some cookies. My nose didn't hurt, and it didn't break off. It came back into the same shape. Push your nose flat, it will bend too because it has cartilage inside it. Oh, so your nose is cartilage too, so that's interesting. Okay. Sometimes bones get broken. I fell out of a tree once and broke my arm. My mother took me to the doctor. The doctor took an x-ray, then he fitted the bone back together. Next, the doctor put a stiff plaster cast on my arm to keep the bone together. I had to sling around my neck to hold my arm in the plaster cast. For several weeks, I wore the cast. All the time, the bone was growing back together. When the doctor took off the plaster cast, my bone was all healed. Have you guys ever broken a bone before? Yeah, I broke my ankle one time. It was not fun. Bones live and grow just like every other part of the body. Bones start to grow before you're even born. As your bones grow longer, you grow taller until you're grown. Oh, so that is really neat. So if you look at this photo, you see a baby, then you see like a toddler, and then you see like maybe someone your age, and then you see like maybe an adult like me. And look how much taller they grew each time. And then here are the bones in your hand. So look, this is a baby's hand, and then a 2-year-old, and then a 6-year-old, and then a 12-year-old. Foods like milk and cheese and some leafy vegetables have calcium in them. Calcium is a mineral that helps bones grow. Calcium also makes bones hard. Without it, all your bones will be soft as cartilage. They would be soft enough to tie into knots. So calcium is very important so your bones can be strong and healthy, and so you don't break any bones too. The butcher cut up a big soup bone for my mother. The inside of it looked like this. It was the bone from a big steer's leg. Your leg bones look almost the same inside. So this is what the inside of your bones look like, kind of. Inside your bones is a core that looks something like a sponge. All of the little spaces in the core are filled with soft bone marrow. Bone marrow helps make the red Bone marrow helps make the red cells of your blood. The inside of your bones store calcium and other minerals that come from the food you eat. These minerals are saved up until your body needs them. So it's very important to have your foods with calcium so your bones are healthy. All your 206 bones fit together to make your skeleton. Your skeleton helps you stand up straight. Without a skeleton, you would be like a ball of soft clay that could be molded into anything. You would be as floppy as a big bean bag. Ooh. I'm glad I'm not floppy, are you? Yeah, I like to have structure. Some bones in your skeleton protect important parts inside you. Your rib bones cover your heart and lungs. Your skull protects your brain from hard knocks. The bones around your eyes protect them the way a football helmet does. Your skeleton also helps you walk, run, jump, and move in many ways. The bones of your skeleton fit together at joints. Without joints, your skeleton cannot move or bend. Shoulders, elbows, and ankles are joints. So your shoulder and your elbow is a joint, so you can like move this part of your arm. That's interesting. So without the joints, you wouldn't be able to dance. But now since we do, we can dance. You can move and groove like these skeletons right here. There are more than 200 joints in your skeleton. There are 56 joints in your hands alone. The bones are held at the joints by ligaments. Ligaments are strong pieces of string. They hold the bones together at the joints, but they also slide back and forth and sideways to let the bones move. Your backbone, is made of 34 bones that fit together at 33 separate joints. That is why you can twist and turn almost any way. So you can, shake your back like this. You can do some somersaults, Well, I can't do that even with my bones. Or you can make yourself into a bridge, back up, or belly up. If a backbone were only one bone, you cannot do these things. Yeah, I am not flexible at all. I wish I was. I wish I could do cartwheels and flips, but I'm not. You cannot put on a scary skeleton suit. You would not be able to run or jump or ring doorbells on Halloween if you did not have a skeleton inside you. Yeah, it's interesting to think that they make skeletons so scary, but we are kind of skeletons. Like, with our skin, we are skeletons inside us. And on the back of this book, 206 bones fit together to make your skeleton. Without a skeleton, you will be floppy as a big beanbag. Do you guys own a beanbag? I do not. I wish I did. This book tells you all about the human skeleton, in which we just learned about. I hope you guys enjoyed this read aloud, and I'll talk to you guys next time.